it. And I know right now everyone is thinking, how does this work? Can we get a little bit of a reminder? Thank goodness we have Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, thank goodness. Just go ahead, roll it for the people. Roll it for the people, man. Listen, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, everybody, the NBA first ever in-season tournament is now official. But how does it work? Like this. First up is group play. All 30 teams will be split into 6 groups, 3 from the East, 3 from the West, with a random draw based on last year's regular season records. Each team in a group plays each other 1 time, a total of 4 games, 2 at home, 2 on the road.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Now, those games happen Tuesdays and Fridays in November, so set your calendar. Basically, these regular season NBA games also count as tournament games. Now, in each group, the team with the best group play record after those 4 games, they're moving on. The team with the next best record in each conference, those 2 are the wild cards. Always watch out for the wild cards. Now, we get to the knockout round. 8 teams, single elimination, and you know what that means. Win and move on, or lose, and you're out. And the last 4 teams standing, guess what? You're headed to Vegas, baby. That's right. In Las Vegas, the semifinal battles will get us to the championship game on December 9th. 2 teams in a winner-take-all final to be named champion and be awarded the first ever NBA Cup.
You make it sound
Nice
so
job.
simple, Rick.
I'm
proud of you.
Was that the same white shirt? Like, are you rotating or you got a collection?
Oh, I got a collection of white shirts. You got to keep it crispy and white, especially summertime. People, you guys get it. You
Okay.
understand.
That actually got me hyped. Good job, Richard.
Yeah, we're
welcome.
proud
You're
of you.
welcome.
All right, are we ready? Should we get it started?
Yeah.
I feel
ready.
like it's that time we have to start in the Western Conference. Here we go, because the West is broken up into 3 groups made up of 5 teams each, right? All right. Group A, headlined by a trio of teams that made the playoffs last year: the Grizzlies, the Lakers, the Sun. Group B boasts plenty of star power, right, with Jokic, Kawhi, Zion, Luka. And then Group C, it features the Golden State Warriors, along with the Kings, the Wolves, and the Thunder, and then obviously #1 pick overall, Victor Wembanyama. So let's get to the games, right? Group play, it kicks off on November 3rd when the reigning champion Denver Nuggets host Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and the Mavs at 10 o'clock on
Let's go.
ESPN.
Hey, that's where the champions get to kind of start the defense of their title. This is where it gets started. And Dallas, look, they made they made some moves. They brought some people back, so this is a good early season test.
And a statement game for Luka as well.
Yep. The following week on November 10th, we have LeBron, AD, the Lakers. They head to Phoenix to square off against the Suns.
I might have to go there.
In the new Big 3. Are we pulling up for Perk Day?
Give me some
I'll
tickets.
get you some birthday cake.
Well, then, on November 14th, the 2 early favorites for Rookie of the Year, they take center stage on TNT. The Spurs, they head to Oklahoma City. And then we also have a rematch of one of the most dramatic series from last year. You can see Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren there. But one of the most dramatic series in the playoffs, of course, it was the Golden State Warriors. They head to Sacramento on November 28th on TNT. So those are the headline group play matchups, right? Those are just a couple of the games. We're going to reveal more and more of them throughout the show. But Big Perk, as you look at the national TV slate in the West here, which one are you looking forward to the most?
You know, Labor Day is coming up in a couple weeks,
Yes,
right?
sir.
One of my favorite holidays. You know why?
Tell us why.
Because the barbecue pits are smoking.
Hey.
You're putting the chicken and the ribs
Yes,
on the
sir.
grill. And you know what else you got on there? The beef.
The beef?
Yeah, the beef. Let's make hamburgers. And that's exactly why I'm looking at the Warriors and Kings.
Yes.
We look at last postseason. We saw the tension. We saw Sabonis and Draymond Green going at it. We saw De'Aaron Fox talking noise to Draymond Green. And we saw the matchup, the head-to-head matchup with Steph and Fox. I'm looking forward to seeing if Harrison Barnes still got that chip on his shoulder for the Golden State Warriors trading them, right? So I'm looking at this matchup. This is must-see TV every single time these 2 teams come together.
Okay, so look, that was a great pick. That was my second pick. My first pick is the Denver Nuggets versus the Dallas Mavericks. Now, the Dallas Mavericks, we saw what happened at the end of the year. We saw that they kept their pick. We saw that they brought in more talent. And look, we know that the pairing of Luka and Kyrie, there's going to be a lot of eyeballs. Do I think they'll play well? Yes. But Denver, this is where it starts for them. It starts game 1. You have to start showing the entire league that you're here to repeat. And there hasn't been a repeat champion since when?
5 years.
Golden State Warriors were the last team to repeat. So if they have all the talent, which they do, I think Denver's setting the tone early versus a Dallas team that should be hungry.
All right, I see. But I actually want to go back to a national holiday, Kendrick Perkins' birthday, because on that day, we get the Lakers and we get the Suns. And I think this is a game. Why are y'all squirming in the back?
No,
this is true.
No, I'm smiling.
He's with you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You guys look like you're always beefing since we're talking about beef. These two teams have all the star power. You see AD, you see LeBron James. We've got 6 all-stars combined touching the floor. I know D'Lo is one as well. And then also you look at the other side. I mean, the Suns, KD, Beal, Book. There are going to be points that go up. They're going to be like beef. We saw what happened with the Warriors and the Suns. Like, these guys, when they compete at a high level, it's going to be fun. So I look at that matchup for all the star power, the championship expectations. That's the one I got.
Not to mention, we haven't seen Kevin Durant versus LeBron James since 2018. So we're going to get
that long.
So we're going to get a back final.
We're going to get a couple of chances early on in the season to take a look at those two greats go head to head. A quick reminder for the groupings of this conference: Group A, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Hawks. You can see the totality there. Group B, headlined by the Bucks, the Heat, and the Knicks. I like that group. And then Group C, it features the Celtics, who are the favorites, right, to win the inaugural in-season tournament.
Group A.
So. The Knicks and the Bucks, Richard, they kick off group play on November 3rd in Milwaukee. That's on ESPN. And Rich, you came around last year to the Knicks. Do you think they can stop the Bucks in Group B here?
You know what? Yes, I do. Look, I think it'll be close. Again, it's a matter of who plays versus some of the lesser teams. Watching Brunson play for USA Basketball, he looks like he's ready to take a leap. I like him. Not
to mention, all expectations are Giannis is going to be good to go at the beginning of the season, but it might take a little bit of time to get in full swing. All right, November 10th, the Celtics, they take on the Nets at 7:30 Eastern. Boston, the only team in their group that won a playoff game last year. So no excuses for them to win Group C, or what are we feeling here?
None whatsoever. And we've been hearing all this talk about Porzingis. Jaylen Brown got the bag. They have the better team. They have the superstar power. I feel like Jason Tatum, again, he's going to come out on the bench.
Sis, let's fast forward a little bit. November 21st, the Sixers, Cavs, Cleveland actually favored to win the group over Philadelphia. So walk me through that. Do you think that makes sense?
Yeah, it does make sense because Philly is a little bit on fire right now. But that is my half birthday, November 21st, March 21st.
We celebrate half
had to plug it in there. Darius, Donovan, Evan Mobley, who we all expect to make a leap. They did well, but not well enough, which means they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder. And this squad right here, Joel Embiid, man, I know we'll get to that.
With a little shrug. Oh, yeah, we will. All right, then November 28th on TNT, it's a rematch that I can't wait for. The Bucks and Giannis, they look to bounce back after getting upset by Jimmy Butler in the Heat. This game can get kicked up another notch, or maybe 3 or 7, right? If Damian Lillard gets his wish and is playing at home in Miami by Thanksgiving. But we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, let's take a complete look at the nationally televised group play games in the Eastern Conference, including a couple of games on Black Friday. Boston is in Orlando on NBA TV at 2:30 Eastern. The Heat are in New York at 7:30 on ESPN. That is the first of our doubleheader. This is going to be fun.
Do I have to work on my birthday?
Yes. And Janae on her half birthday, too. So let's take a look at the slate of games in West Group A, right, featuring the Grizzlies, the Suns, the Lakers, the Utah Jazz, and the Portland Trailblazers. And let's start here on November 10th. We haven't seen it since 2018. Kevin Durant versus LeBron James, Lakers versus Suns on ESPN. And then on November 14th, the Grizzlies, they are back in LA to take on the Lakers. No Dillon Brooks to poke the bear here, but always fireworks, right, when these two teams face off, and this will not be any different. And then on the same night, the Blazers, they visit Utah to play the Jazz, and if either of these teams are going to make noise in Group A, you would figure they have to win this matchup. So this is a good one just to set the tone here. So we have storylines all over Group A, and what better person to help us read all of these tea leaves than Brian Windhorst, all the way from Abu Dhabi, beaming in with us. We appreciate the time, Brian. So what do you think as you look through all of these storylines in Group A? What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, this is definitely the group of death, Malika. Somebody was going to get unlucky because the way they drew these groups together was based on last year's standings. And somebody was going to draw the Lakers, who entered the draw as a 7th seed, but we know they're not really a 7th seed. Turns out to be Group A. So unfortunate for the Suns that they have to play an extremely strong Lakers team in their group. The thing is also, I don't know whether Dame Lillard is going to be traded from the Blazers early in the season. It's possible he's still going to be on the roster. So you could have Dame Lillard Lillard in this group. The one curveball is with the Grizzlies, John Moran is going to be suspended for all of this. So while the Grizzlies are technically the quote-unquote top seed in this based on their seeding from last year, they will come in as somewhat of an underdog, but still very formidable, especially on their home court. You win Group A, you've accomplished something in the in-season tournament.
Brian, thank you so much. Please stick around. We're going to check in with you again on Team USA in just a little bit. All right. While Group A, it features 3 teams that made last season's playoffs. Group B, it's headlined by star power, right? The Nuggets, the Clippers, the Pelicans, the Mavs, they all boast some big-time duos. But the question is, who is going to win the group? Now, on opening night of pool play, that's November 3rd, it's the defending champion Nuggets. They take on a star-studded backcourt, right? Luka, Kyrie, and the Mavs. That's going to be a good one, guys.
Oh, it's going to be a balling one. You talking about skinny Luka, Kyrie? Hey, listen, Grant Williams, Seth Curry. We forget about those additions.
Well, speaking of skinny Luka, right? Can't wait to watch him lead Dallas against Kawhi, the Clippers, November 10th. It feels like any time Luka plays the Clippers, like he goes berserk. It's a different version of Luka.
Well, look, there's a little beef. No, I won't say beef, but there's a little competition there. So,
Yes.
you know, I like
light on the barbecue.
And we
All right.
might even get to see Zion early this year.
This is November 24th, and it's star-studded, right? It's a blockbuster on Black Friday. Zion, the Pelicans, taking on Kawhi, Paul George, and the Clippers.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.